Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today I wanted to answer that age-old question, what color back design do I use? Red or blue? Hello my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Advice from Magician, where my job is to make you guys the best possible entertainers that you can be. In today's video, I wanted to just answer that silly question that I know we've all gotten so many times before, and that is, which color do you choose, red or blue? Does it matter? Is there a benefit to using one over the other one? Should I be using bicycle cards only? Should I be using other styled backs of cards? Does it matter, right? So I am going to say, to an extent, yeah, it does matter, but probably not in the way that you think. Some people might think that it matters because, I don't know, the deck that you use, maybe people might think that, oh, it's a trick deck if they're not bicycle cards, right? They have to be bicycle cards. Otherwise, people might think that you're using a trick deck of cards. Or the red cards, you're able to get away with doing sleight of hand with better because they're lighter than the blue cards. The blue cards are darker and the borders stand out more, so it's more difficult to do your sleights with because they can see the cards better than the red cards. Or I'm wearing an all blue suit, so it makes sense for me to wear to use blue cards because they match my blue suit. Or I'm wearing an all blue suit, so it makes sense to use red cards so that they don't blend in with my blue suit, right? The honest truth is all of these things are valid. Doesn't really matter so much what other people think about it. It matters more about, does it suit your style? Does it make sense for you to be performing with bicycle cards? Does it make sense for you to be performing with something else, right? Perfect example. One of my new favorite decks to perform magic with is the Neil Patrick Harris cards. They're beautiful, they're elegant, they're shiny, right? The backs of the cards are even somewhat holographic. The faces of the cards, let me find you guys a court card here so I can show you. The faces of the cards look really cool. The pips look really elegant. I performed using these cards at a wedding the other day, and what I did was I took the cards out of my pocket and I said, would you guys like to see something with a deck of cards? And they said yes. I took the cards out and I set them down on the table. And I say, I'm going to show you, but in just a moment, let me show you something else first. And I rolled into my sponge ball opener. And just leaving the cards on the table for a minute, these cards look really pretty. So it was drawing people's attention to them. They were thinking, oh man, I wonder what he's going to do with those. I had a few people be like, oh man, those are really cool looking cards, right? And then, you can even, oh yeah, these are the Neil Patrick Harris cards. Did you know that Neil Patrick Harris is a magician, right? And, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, he was the president at the Magic Castle for a while. And it's a great conversational piece, right? Maybe I'm performing at some kind of event. I don't know, maybe like a comic book store is doing like a new, launching a new comic book or something. So maybe I'll use the Star Wars cards or the Avengers cards from Theory 11, right? Because it makes sense to be performing with those in that environment. Maybe you just want to use the red or the blue cards, the bicycle rider backs, because you're worried that using a deck like this will draw unwanted attention to it, and maybe people might suspect that you're using a trick deck of cards. At the end of the day, it is whatever your personality, whatever suits your personality, that's what you want to do, right? I know people that use the B back borderless cards because their whole style is, they got a cigarette in their mouth and they're wearing their shades and they got tattoos, and their whole thing is that they're like a gambler, right? And that's the types of cards that a gambler that's playing an underground poker game might use. They might use those cards. So it really is just whatever suits your personality. That is what you're going to want to use. All right, guys, before you go, I just wanted to shout some of you out and thank you for supporting the channel. Please give a nice warm welcome to Ron Points, Gia Thong, Weston Ding, and Canadian Disney Dad. They just became Mob Squad members, and you can too for only $1 a month. Members get access to a bunch of really cool stuff. You unlock all of the members only content like tutorials and early access videos. discounts at O'Brien Magic Shop, and a bunch more stuff. All of that for just $1 a month. You help support the channel, and you help me to keep this channel going. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone that's joined. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.